Hi all, this is Varun Manik, and today we're gonna learn about the AWS Copilot, which is launched by Amazon in last week, July 9, 2020. And so first question, what is Copilot? So the AWS Copilot is a command line interface which provides an application first high level command to simplify modeling, creating, releasing and managing production ready containerized application on Amazon ECS, which is Elastic Container Service, from a local development environment. So it will provide a DevOps feature to you rather than creating your infrastructure of ECS with your command line or with the ECS CLI or AWS DevOps process. Everything is sorted with this Copilot command and Copilot CLI. So without making any delay, let's get into that hands-on. And before getting into the hands-on, just try to know about like what is the prerequisites for this setup. So first of all, we need to have an AWS account, and once we have an AWS account, we need to install the AWS Copilot CLI in our Linux, Mac, or Windows server. Okay, and once it is installed, then the AWS CLI, which is Amazon Web Services command line interface, should be installed in your machine, and you have to run the AWS configure command, where you can provide the IAM access to your key and secret access key, and then you need to install the Docker and get your Linux machine. So let's go to the AWS, and I'm gonna do it from the starting. So this is my AWS account, and I'm gonna launch a new machine. So just click on the launch. I'm gonna select this Linux AMI, and I'm gonna choose the T2 small, which is not free. If you need a free version, you just go and select the T2 micro. Okay, click on the next detail, select as it is the default information about your configure instance. Then click on add storage. 8 GB storage is sufficient enough. Then add tags, and then create a security group. I do have a security group already, which name is Docker DMZ, which have HTTP open to all, as well as SSH connection open to my IP address only, right? So click on next, then click on launch, and I do have a key pair with me, name as Copilot, right? So I acknowledge this one and launch an instance. So my AWS EC2 instance is launched. Let's name it Copilot demo. Okay, yes, meanwhile we can go to our Linux terminal, and I am using the Windows server as my local machine. So this is my Linux terminal, and let me come to my root WSL machine. So this is my WSL machine, and if I can put LL, I can see my copilot.pem file is here. So if you downloaded your new PEM file, just run the command chmod 400 copilot, means your PEM file, and hit enter. Once it is done, then you need to log into your newly created EC2 machine. So just type a command ssh-i and your PEM file, which is copilot PEM. Okay. And give your username for your EC2 machine. So for my machine, it's EC2-user @ the IP address of your machine. So let's go back to the console quickly. Copy this IP address, paste it here, and hit enter. It will ask for an authentication. You press yes. And now you are just in your Linux machine, newly created Linux machine. You can see here Amazon Linux AMI, right? So without making any delay, let's go to the root access, which is sudo -i, and it is a best practice to update your machine. So yum install or yum update -y is fine. Okay, it will update your Linux VM right now. Okay, it's updated. So as I described in my blog, we have to go and run this command to install the Copilot in the Linux server, right? So I hit enter, paste it here, hit enter, and it says that Copilot command is not found because at the end it is asking like Copilot -help. Okay, so because this is the EC2 Linux machine and the binary location for this is local rather than local bin, it's a user bin. So let's go to our blog, and here I have already provided this detail ln-s, which is creating a soft link to this location user local bin from here to this location, right? So just copy this line, paste it here, hit enter, and press up arrow, or just press like Copilot and hit enter or -help. Now your Copilot command is working. But before initializing this Copilot and all, let's install the Docker and Git. Go to our blog, copy this all command, paste it here, hit enter. Let's go it one by one. Okay, so it will install Docker and Git. And once your Docker is installed, then just start your Docker service. So service Docker start, and just put one more line like chk config Docker on. So this command is for if your machine is rebooted or your machine is turned on, turned off and turned on again. So your Docker command will be done as always, right? So yeah, Docker is installed. Let us check the Docker is running or not. So this is the command service Docker status. Now it is running fine. So I already have created one GitHub repository over there for this project. So let me clone this GitHub repository. So paste it here. And before pasting or doing anything over here, let's go to the location cd opt, and now you can clone the Git repository here. Git clone, and paste the link here. It will be clone your Git repository. Press LL to see this one. And now my Git repository name is Copilot. So let's go inside this cd Copilot. And LL, you can see it's an empty repository with a readme.md file. So before initializing the Copilot command, let's create a Docker file over here, and then we will initialize that one. So vim Docker file, and I already have a Docker file with me. I can just go ahead and copy that file. Copy the content and paste it here. So the line number one is defining which image you are downloading. What is your base image? So CentOS, and the tag is CentOS 6. Who is the maintainer? It's my name, and I'm installing the Apache inside my container. I'm copying the index.html file to my var www.html location. And this CMD, that means whenever my container will run, my Apache service should be up and run always. And I'm exposing the container port number 80. So this is the sixth line. I am saving this one. Okay. And as I mentioned in the third line, the index file. So let me create the index.html too. Okay, just go to my notepad, copy this command, copy this lines, paste it here. And yep. So all thing is done. So if you want, you can push these two files to Git repository. I'm not gonna push it. So let's start with the Copilot init command. So Copilot init, hit enter, and it is asking the AWS configuration which is not configured. So that's the expected error. So just type AWS configure, hit enter. It will ask for your access key and ID. So if you don't know about the AWS IAM, let me tell you. Let's go to the service, type IAM, open in a new tab, go to your username. My name is Varun here. Go to your security credential, and here inside the create access key, I'm creating a new key over here. So let me copy the access key first, go to my terminal, paste it here, and then it's AWS secret access key. Come here again, copy it, paste it here. Now it will asking for a reason name. Go to your ECS or EC2 where you are there. So this is my reason name, US East 1. Copy this one, paste it here, hit enter. Default output format is JSON or none. It's fine. Now all thing is done from our end. So let's close this IAM guy, right? And yeah, so let's just run the command AWS init, sorry, Copilot init. Now it is asking in the note, it is best to run this command in the root of your Git repository. And that's why I have cloned my Git repository to make this better. So what is the name of your application? So let me put my name is demo application or something like demo Copilot. Hit enter. Then it will asking for which service type best represent your service architecture. And in this case, I'm choosing my load balancer web services. So hit enter, give the name of your load balancer. So for me, it's web ALB, hit enter. Now it is asking, where is your Docker file? So we have created our Docker file in the root directory. So just hit enter. Now it will creating the infrastructure with this Copilot backend services, right? So here you can see the application name is Copilot. The service type is a load balancer service. The service name is a web ALB. The Docker file is the .docker file, which is available in this location. And okay, great. We will set up the load balance web service name ALB in application demo Copilot listening on port number 80. Now it is creating an infrastructure for this. So just wait for a moment. I am going to pause this video and come back with the progress. Now it is asking for a test environment to create. So press Y and hit enter. And let's wait for a moment. So it will create your VPC, internet gateway, two public subnet, two private subnet, and couple of route tables over there. So if I can move back to my AWS account, go to the VPC and just refresh it here. I can see the newly created VPC is available. Inside that, I can see just select your newly created VPC. Wait, it's not coming here. Let me refresh it from top. So Copilot demo, Copilot test is here. There is a 4 subnet, 2 is a private, 2 is a public subnet. Wow. Okay. And then the route table is here. Couple of route table is there, right? So let's go back to the terminal. Now it will create a load balancer for you. Okay. So let's go to the EC2 and go to the load balancer section. So this one is provisioning right now. So just wait for a moment. Once it is done, then it will complete all those steps over here. So let me pause it again and come back once it is done. So it took almost 8 to 10 minutes to complete this task. And at the end, I'm getting this uh, ALB URL. So let me copy this one and go to my web browser and try to paste it here and hit enter. And I can see my newly deployed website is available, which is AWS Copilot CICD and Docker tutorial by Varun Manik. Okay, so let's see what are the process it gone through that. Okay, so let me show you one by one how it works. Yeah, so we already waited. Yeah, so we already saw that the VPC part has been created. Then it once VPC is created, then it build my Docker image over there. And yeah, this is my Docker all 6 line, and it installed my Apache here. It copied my index.html file here, the fourth step. Then the Apache start on foreground, fifth step. And at the end, it is just exposing the port number 80. So my container is created over here with this container ID here. And then it is trying to log into my ECR and create a repository over there. And once the repository is created, it will push the Docker image in that repository. Okay, so let's see the Docker repository over here inside the ECR. Okay, let's refresh this page. And I can see the demo Copilot is newly created repository is here, and inside that the image tag and the URI is available here. That means it is successfully pushed in my Docker repository. Okay, and if we can go ahead and check check in the ECS part here. Let's go to the ECS and see whether the cluster is there or not. So inside the cluster, I can see it's just created demo Copilot test. And if I can click on the cluster, I can see there is a one service running and there is a one task running. If I can click on the task, I can see the task. So this is how we successfully initialize the Copilot command, and it has been created all the infrastructure within a couple of command line commands, right? So let's clear the screen over here. And if I can type the Copilot, and hit enter, then I can see there is couple of things, couple of commands, and for the development, for the release, for the settings. So if I can go ahead with the app, okay, so let's go ahead and try and play with these three things, right? And after that, we're gonna delete this one. So go ahead with this development command. So press Ctrl L to clear my screen. So Copilot, just press app and hit enter. Then you can find it out the init command, ls command, show command, and delete command. Okay, so app ls, I can see it's demo Copilot is already exist. And if I can go ahead and put show, Now it is showing about the test environment, what I have created, and this service, which is my load balancer services, right? And my test environment, account detail and reason, all those things are here. And if I put delete, then it will delete it. But before deletion, let me clear my screen and put in it. Okay, so it will again, asking for init command with a proper parameters. So I will record this parameter session in the next recording. Okay, so let's go ahead for the environment setting, env, not app env, it's just Copilot env. Okay, so again, ls init and delete, there is a three available command. So let me show you the ls command, Copilot command, env ls. Okay, so this is the test environment we are running it right now, as well as if I can go again and just type Copilot. So the last command was service svc. So Copilot svc, if you type and hit enter, you can see the ls package deploy, delete, show status and logs, right? So these are the things like if you want to print the AWS cloud formation template for a service which we have created, we can use this package command for the ls to list out all the services, then deploy if you want to deploy a new environment like production, and then delete the existing one, then show that. So let's go one by one. So service ls, there is only one service, which is web alb. Okay. And if you want to check out the cloud formation template, how it has been created, so just go for the package. And here is the entire cloud formation template, how it has been created, your infrastructure, right? So I'm not interested to explain all those things, but yeah, on the overview side, this is how it has been created, your task, your ECR, your IAM role, and all those other infrastructure in your AWS account, right? Yep. So again, if you want to delete and show an status log, so let's go ahead and check it one by one. Show command. Now, in the detail, you can see the application name, the type of the service, then configuration, the environment, what is the task detail, like one task, 0.25 CPU, 512 megabyte, port number 80, and what is your environment URL. So this is environment name is test, and this is my load balancer URL, which is working. We already have checked this, and the service discovery. So this service discovery is based on the Route 53. It's a separate things to discussion, and these are the common variable which is used by the AWS Cloud Formation things, right? So again, let's clear the screen and go with the SVC. And what are the other command is status and logs. So if I can check the service status, again, it's active. I can see there is a no pending service. It's an active service. And the task status is this image ID running unknown, and everything is as per the expected output. And last one is logs. So let's go ahead and clear the screen and put logs, hit enter, showing logs for the. So we are not hitting anything on this URL, so that's fine. It's acceptable. Now, the most important part, if you want to create some new services on Copilot, so there is a command called deploy. So I'm gonna tell you something about the deploy. But before deploying the new services, let me tell you something about how this infrastructure has been created. So I'm in this directory, I'm putting the LL, and I can see there is a new directory has been created while initializing my Copilot project. So if I can get inside this new directory, which is my service, and put LL, I can see my manifest.yml. So let's read this manifest.yml and see how it's working. So in the manifest.yml, we need to define the type. Then we need to provide the image, which is my Docker file in the current directory and the port number 80 for the host, and which which protocol you want to do that. So it's a HTTP protocol, and path is my root directory. There's a no health check I'm utilizing here. The CPU of your task, the memory of your task, and how many tasks you wanted, you can just put it over here, right? And if you can press space, go down, then I have to show you one more thing about which is important. Yeah, so the count section over here is creating only one task. So this is how it gonna provide the detail for your task management, right? So let's close this one. Uh, uh, Copilot, as well as all those initialization command with the Copilot in the cluster here. It has been created every infrastructure, including cluster, including VPC, including ALB and everything. So this part has been done over here. Let's uh, meet in the next video with the new deployment knowledge. Thank you. Thank you for watching, guys. Please share and like this channel, which is ManikCloud. Thanks again for the watching.